Hey, how you doing, ABC family and friends? I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Tonight, I'm coming back to you again from my from my lovely workshop that I have going on now. I'm back down here at our new building. Excuse me, dust flying around in here. We're fixing the actual ceiling in here. We pretty much got it braced. We just fixing some of the rotten wood and stuff in there now. I opened up to the courtyard. You can see there. I actually we got the doorway for to go into the courtyard. So tomorrow we're gonna frame that up and actually put the door in, so I have access to go to the courtyard, and then we're just gonna finish framing up the top of the ceiling, and I'll be done here. So after tomorrow, I have this actually done and supported everything the way it should be in the ceiling. I'll be broke and I have to go back to work. So I'll be going back into the car for several weeks to get up enough cash to go out. The next thing I got to do down here, not so much. Everything is pretty much ready to go. I just need to get the HVAC in. Once I get the ceiling once tomorrow, all I really have excuse me, have then is just put the HVAC in. So I'll be done here. But I need to go ahead and rough in the plumbing for upstairs, and to do that, I gotta have connect to one of the drains that coming in here, and I got to run water up one of these, run some water up there too. I'm gonna have to wait to get that done. In the process of getting the permits, I'm getting the rezone. I sent in my paperwork to get it rezoned where I can have commercial at the bottom, residential on the top. We'll see how that goes. And once I get that zone commercial there, uh, get the zone commercial at the bottom, residential at the top, I can go ahead and then start doing my actual renovations to the apartments. But here go where we're at. It's coming along well. Like I told you all, when you're doing stuff like this, you gotta do it in small bites. Don't look at the big picture. Just look at it, the small bites. We already got our new hands-on live event for the people who are in the appliance boot camp. They got the email last week. Our hands-on live event. We're gonna have one on July the 9th. We're gonna have one on August the 13th, and we're gonna have September the 17th. And those are gonna be 3 days. Those are the Fridays. Gonna be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you would like to come, in the description, you can click on the link, and you can go buy the course, and you can actually come to the hands-on live event. Right now, I think July is pretty much almost all the way gone. But we do have August and September. So if you want to come, please go buy that course, and you can come out here to the hands-on live event. If you're somebody who already know how to work with hand tools, be honest, you don't really need to come to the hands-on live event. You can do everything online. You can buy the online course. You can pay the $99 a month, or you can pay that one shot 850. Either way. So if you want to do the online, you can do it online that way. Also, next week, July the 17th, we're going to be having our celebration. We're going to have the 17th through the 20th. On the 17th, we'll have Rockin' on Rayford, Nate's Rockin' on Rayford. We'll have Keyron and Friends. That's my cousin. His band will be playing and providing entertainment on that Thursday. That Friday, I'll be doing a seminar on how to start a business. People want to come learn how to start a small business. I'll be doing a seminar on small business. On Saturday, I have the truck out here. We're gonna have a car show out here. Have a little DJ out here playing music and stuff. So we have that on Saturday. On Sunday, Juneteenth, they're gonna have a gospel program. So you can come on out. Be right out here in front of Appliance Boot Camp and in front of the ice cream parlor, 124 North Rayford Street. So you come on down. We'd love to see you. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the older you versus the younger you. And like I say, I'll be contemplating a lot. Should I actually go home and get all dude up and change clothes before I come here and do my YouTube videos? But I want to be real. I want to show you all what it really looks like when you're actually out here building stuff, and And I want to keep my attire on so people know that this is authentic and this is the way it looks. It's not somebody showing up in a nice shiny suit and walking around talk to the contractors. If you got the money to do that, you can. Unfortunately, I don't have the cash to do that, so I have to kind of watch my cash and I have to step in and do a lot of the stuff to get to the other side to pay it out. So I actually going to be doing a lot of hands on. I don't. I'm the first person in my family to be able to do the stuff that I'm doing. I don't have an inheritance. I don't have anybody that can help me. I have to go out here and make my money and then come out here and invest it. And that's what we're talking about tonight: the older you versus the younger you. Right now, I'm actually working for the 68. I'm 20 years ahead right now. I'm working for the 68-year-old Mike Sneed. And that 68-year-old Mike Sneed is telling this 48-year-old Mike Sneed he need to have his butt down here, um, renovating these buildings, buying these buildings, and actually creating passive income from when I get to be 68. And the younger 48-year-old Mike Sneed is saying, "Hey, I want to drive a Lambo. I want to have, I want to go get me another house. I want 20 acres of land and a house and all this stuff that I can enjoy right now." And it's a constant fight, and it's gonna be a constant fight with you all too, as because you all are starting to make a lot of money in appliance repair. But you're gonna have to, if you see that picture I have in there, where that old man got the young guy in the chokehold, the old you gonna have to put you in the choke, the younger you in the chokehold, to actually make you take and do what's right with your money now, versus thinking that it's always gonna be money coming in the way it's coming in. You're gonna have to be direct with your money, and and this right here, like I say, it's nothing sexy about it. It's you see me sweating, I'm nasty, my hands dirty, got calluses on them, stinking. But this is what it looks like to be able to do this. And some people might ask you, you know, why I'm doing the real estate. Why not just keep starting businesses? Um, you know, true business, a business will generate 20 times more income than real estate will. But wealthy people don't move to real estate because they're looking for income. I have plenty of income. Income is not my problem. My family and I are the income, and same thing for you all. You all make enough income where income is not a problem for you all anymore. You all make enough income, more than enough to support your family and have some on the side to do other things with. So what you have to do that what you don't need to take care of your family with, you got to put it someplace where it won't perish. Just like if you had if you had a garden and you had back in the days when everybody had gardens, your garden would produce enough string beans for you to eat right now. Um, but you had to have, but during the fall when the garden wasn't producing, you still wanted to have string beans to eat. So what you had to do, you had to take and can those string beans, and you spent a lot of time canning those string beans. So in the and you hated it during the summer and spring when you were spending all that time in the hot kitchen canning. But in the wintertime, when there wasn't any food to be had to be grown, you was glad that you took the time to do that canning. Well, the same thing happens with your income. Now, in your younger days, I don't need to keep planting right now. I make enough income to support the stuff that I need to have done. I need to now stop planting and now start storing it. And that's what real estate does. Real estate is how you store your money. Real estate allows you to put your money in a place where it doesn't lose its value, or its purchasing power. And what I mean by that, because now we're no longer on the gold standard, we our money is tied to inflation. So now the government, whenever they need more money, they just go print it, and every time they print more money, your money loses purchasing power. It doesn't buy as much as it used to. Just like now here in Raleigh, they're having a huge problem and what used to be low income housing. No such thing as low income housing in Wake County anymore. Well, anyway, places that were Section 8 in the project, somebody has bought those buildings, and they're told the people they're not going to renew their leases, that they need to get out. They're going to push them down and rehab them, and it's no longer going to be low income housing. Um, Even because what has happened, so many people got money now. The people who were paying $800 on fixed income, $800 they could afford to pay per month. Now, so much money is being pushed into the system where everybody now can afford to pay $1,500 a month for rent. And what happened? Those people who have retired that's on Social Security, they only can afford 800. They don't have any way to increase their money anymore. Their money has lost its purchasing power. So now they can only afford to pay 800. Everybody else is making enough money where they can pay $1,500 a month. So now everybody's moving their payments up and where they're going to get $1,500 a month, and it's not going to go back down. Once it goes there, it's not coming back down. And that's one of the things I was talking to the guys as I'm renovating this. As I'm starting to renovate it, the prices are going up constantly are going up around here for what it costs to rent something. So it's not going to come back down. And unfortunately, if you're somebody who has a fixed income and you don't have a way to hedge against this inflation, you're gonna be stuck, and you're not going to be able to survive in your later years. So what I do, I take my money, and instead of me just holding cash, I take my money and I put it into real estate. So real estate, even though you put it in real estate, the real estate will continue to appreciate. So the real estate will appreciate and keep the same value. So if $20 could buy me, say for instance, I have it right here. I'll show you this. Let me pull it out. All right. This I show this a lot. This right here is a silver dollar right here, and this right here, this dollar right here back in 19 might be, I think it's 1952. Well, I think, yeah, like 1952. This right here could buy equivalent to about this is a dollar, but it could buy the equivalent to about $50 uh, back then. So what you do, you want you this right here still can buy up to $50 worth of product, even though it has a note of a dollar attached to it. It's real silver, so the value of silver is going up, and I can still take this and turn it in for not for a dollar, but turn it into silver, and I'll still get $50. And and so it still got the same purchasing power. It could buy about $50 worth of stuff in the 1950s, and I can turn it in today and still get $50 and about $50 worth of stuff today with the same dollar. Same thing with my real estate. If I'm paying this building right now, it was if it was worth when I get done with it, if it's worth $100,000 when I get done with it, and 20 years from now, this building will appreciate, and it will cost you to get to 100 to buy $100,000 building. This building in 20 years from now will probably be worth $200,000. It won't just be worth my 100,000. It will accumulate and be appreciate and be worth $200,000. So I stored my money. I didn't lose any of it. And on top of that, I can actually then start to pull interest off of it. If I was to take and put $100,000 in the bank, I get less than 1% off of it. Versus if I could have it here, I could actually pull enough money off of it, the interest and stuff, to have me enough cash flow to keep living my life and stuff the way I want to. So that's what we do. We take our excess money, instead of spending it all and wasting it, we're taking it and we're storing it up for when we get to be older people. Now, with that, people say again, why not just do business and just keep doing business and that keep generating enough cash flow? Well, this thing called Father Time is going to catch all of us, and when Father Time come catch us, you're not going to have the acronym. Most people won't have an acronym to continue to do business at a high pace in their later years. Everybody say they are, and they say they eat right, this and that. Doesn't matter. Father Time catches all of us, and I've seen it happen with my grandparents. I've seen it happen with my parents. I've seen it happen with my mentors. They're now getting into their 70s and 80s, and they are starting to make a turn where they're not as sharp as they used to be, and you're not going to be able to do business at a high pace like that. You need something that's not going to require a lot of hands on. Um, Business requires a lot of hands on. You all who run a business now, you know that it's hard to run a business. It's something that it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week running a business. When you get older, you're not as quick as you were in your younger days. So you need something that's not as much hands on and not as active and doesn't require as much attention. I don't know anything that's truly passive where you don't have to do anything and everybody do everything for you, unless you get like what we call one of these state funded or the federal funded retirements. And I mean by that, you going to the state penitentiary or you going to the federal penitentiary, and then they make all the decisions for you. But other than that, I don't know any investment where you're going to be totally hands on. But you can have something that's going to be a lot more passive and it doesn't require as much attention. And that's what real estate does in the for you in your later years. So now I'm talking to now the person. If you're 30 and under, if you're under 30, you don't really have to listen to this because you got time on your hand. If somebody's under 30, you can have time to go out and have some fun and do all those things that you see a lot of people talking about. This stuff where you going off and you're gonna go overseas and run women. You're gonna be buying a lot of money on cars and clothes and all that stuff. You need to do that in your early 20s all the way up until about 30, because up until then you got time on your hand to actually come back and make things up. But if you're 30 and over, unfortunately, you don't have time to do that. You done messed it up. And even though now you got the most money that you ever had in your life and you could afford to do it, you can't now because of time. You got what they call compression against father time coming up against you. So you can't do it, but you can make it so that your sons and your nephews and grandsons and those people coming behind you can go enjoy those things. You got to live through them, but you're gonna have to go now, and you're gonna have to. Last call for you. You got to go get ready to head home because you're not gonna be able to enjoy and take on any of that tricking your money off. But if you're 30 and under, you got time to trick some off and still make up. Now, like I say, if you're 30 and over, you're gonna have to now actually be more attentive to what you're doing with your money. You got to actually now take that money and make sure that you're putting it someplace. And you need to be listening to people that's older than you, especially guys or females that's in their 50s and stuff. At about 50, that's when you start to turn on your retirements and stuff and see if you made the right calculations. If you know people in their 50s and they're trying to give you advice and they're not talking about the things that 50-year-olds talk about. 50-year-olds, they be talking about investments, they be talking about retirement, you be talking about long-term care because at 55, a lot of people say at 55, that's when you stop having life insurance. Because what happened, you have created enough investments so that if you work and you don't created enough investments, you should have your house paid for, your kids should be out of college, you and your wife now should be out of debt, and so now you're actually you don't need as much. You doesn't need life insurance like you used to, because life insurance is there because in your early years you haven't built any investments up. So you need life insurance in case I was to die when I was in my 30s. or die in my 20s, I didn't have any investments. But my wife still, we had kids. My wife still needed to be able to have my income to take the kids through private school, take the kids through college, be able to pay the mortgage. So my wife needed all of that. So as you start to turn 55, the money that you would spend on life insurance, you transition that now and you go to long term care. Because most of the time, what happens, especially with the men, we get sick first, and we require a lot of doctor bills and a lot of money. And the money that we be done acquired, they call it cracking the nest egg. We'll crack the nest egg and we'll scramble it. But if you start to buy stuff like long term care, stuff like that, the money that you would be, and you can get it cheaper at 55 than you wait 10 years later, it costs you a lot more. So you start buying it now at 55. So when it does time come, you do need it. It won't be a burden on you and your family. So that's what guys in their 50s should be talking about. They should be talking about that. They should be talking about transitioning their businesses to their kids and grandkids, and they should be talking more about their legacy. If you're talking to somebody that's in their 50s and stuff, and they're still talking like 20-year-olds and people in their early 30s, you're gonna have to be you're gonna have to be very mindful of the information you take from them, because you need to even a Roth IRA. If you were doing something like just a regular Roth IRA, they're gonna want you to take your distributions at 59 and a half. With me, I got 2 years, and when I turn 50, I'm gonna turn my retirements on, because I want to have enough time to see if I made the right calculations. If I made the wrong calculations, I want to have time to go back and change them before I really need them. So at 50, I'll turn my retirements on and I'll see if everything works. If everything works, I'm good. If it don't work, I still got about 10 years. I can make some changes to actually tweak it to get it so that it will work. And now that you all are doing appliance repair and you all are making all this money, like I say, appliance repair makes enough, kick you off enough cash so you all can actually go out and really fund your retirement and do all these things. You all gonna have to be start to be more mindful of where you all are putting your money at and what you all are doing for your retirement. And you're gonna hear me doing a lot more talking about this type of stuff, because that's where I'm at in my life right now. I've ran my business for the last 20 years, and now I'm in the point where I got to start transitioning, getting ready to go into that retirement age. And so that you'll hear me talking a lot more about that. And this is all in the whole cycle of actually doing business. Doing business is not so much just making the money and getting the business up and running. You got to be almost 10, 20 years ahead of in life of everybody, where you got to be living 10, 15 years in front of everybody. So now you're starting, you hear me talking more about the real estate I'm doing, the other little businesses that I'm doing, and still in conjunction with the appliance repair. All of it ties in together. Appliance repair is the foundation that builds everything else. Everything else that I have is built off of appliance repair. Same thing with you all. Everything that you all going to get is going to be built off of appliance repair, unless you go out and get some other type of skill trade, or you find you another business that you can get into. I don't know where what else you're going to be able to do. Uh, uh, because I don't know any other business that kicks off this type of cash. Even if you're doing, if you were to go out and buy a franchise, because I'm starting to look at, even with the even with like the ice cream parlors. If I was to go buy a Subway or something like that, there's a reason why those people who have those Subways and tropical smoothies and stuff like that, why they have two, three, four of them. Because what happened after just the sheer thing of running them, it only kicks off maybe about 50, $60,000 um, per year, passive income. It's not a lot of money kicked off of those. So you have to have three, four, five of them to make the money that you need on. Same thing with the ice cream parlor and stuff. It kick off about 50, $60,000 cash to me, and that's not going to be enough to me to sustain my lifestyle. So I have to keep adding that. I have to keep adding the real estate. And I got several other things that I'll be introducing you all to that I'm doing for my retirement. And once I get that taken care of, and I turn it on in about 2 years, we'll see how it works. And then from there, I have a lot more people who are turning on their retirement. And that's the good thing about this too. With Appliance Boot Camp, you all got the cheat code. You all got to jump 20 years to where I'm at in appliance repair. And I love it because I have a lot of people who are 35 and older, and they're doing the same thing right now. We get to talk about their investments. We get to talk about what they're doing, and they're looking at that. They're looking at buying property. They're looking at putting up stuff to get passive income because that's the stage that we're at in our lives. We have numerous conversations about trying to get our kids and grandkids and family members into our businesses and how we can actually get them in because that's what you do at this age. You care more about your legacy, and that's what we do. It's not so much of the stuff that I had conversations and the stuff I done in my 20s. So that's what I would tell you. If you listen to somebody about business and they're in their 50s and they're not talking about the transitioning into retirement and stuff like that, and the handoff. At some point in time, you gotta get ready to pass that baton, and they haven't built anybody to receive that baton. Um, uh, that's a sad thing. They haven't done that to take so much of your life building something up, and then not being able to hand it off to keep it going. Like I said, you all when I had the last rocking on Rayford, and you saw Selma Jewelry, and you saw Miss Kim and Logan come through. Her dad and her uncle started the business over 50 some years ago. That's the only job she ever had in her life was working at that jewelry store. And then she took it over from her dad. Now her daughter, only job she ever had working in that jewelry store, and she's in the process of transitioning, getting ready to take it over to give it to her daughter. And that's the way that it should be. We have to start building that, not just building it and then it hands off. You gotta have somebody you can pass the baton to. So I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. All right, we got Picture Man 63. Good evening, Mike and ABC fam. Hope all is well with you all. Yeah, that was good. Uh, Trerick Nat, what's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing? My apps. What's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, what's up? Also, this Wednesday, I gotta take my crash course for. I gotta take an electrical contractors test in Oklahoma. I gotta do Oklahoma. So this Wednesday, I'm taking a crash course. I gotta go take a crash course. So I won't be able to answer the phone this Wednesday. I gotta take my crash course, and once I finish taking the test in Oklahoma, I'll be then getting ready to go try to get this HVAC license. But one of the companies asked me to get an Oklahoma electrical contractor's license, so I gotta go take that test. Log off 1212. Um, Keep it real, Mike. You're just fine. You set a good example for all us to see. Thanks, thanks. Yeah, I view it two ways. One, I want to keep it the way it should be, so you all know and don't get the false impressions. And but then too, I want to be what they call so-called professional about it. But hey, this is what the work looks like. ABC Ken, what's up, team? What's up, Coach Snee? ABC was a game changer in my life, for real. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And also, Terry, the electrician, I really appreciate that video you done, man. I saw it. I really appreciate it, man. And big ups to you. You doing some good things on your channel. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mechanical? Mr. Mechanical Facts, Mike. Father Time undefeated. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I found that out too. I used to climb up on the roof like it was no problem. It didn't scare me. I didn't need nobody holding no ladder. I got up on the roof today, and I got ready to come down, and I had to call one of the guys. Say, hey man, come hold the ladder. He said, for what? I said, hey, just hold the ladder. I don't trust it no more. And back in the days, I didn't care. I jumped off the top of that roof, no problem. But yeah, I need somebody to hold the ladder when I'm coming down and stuff now. Dale Scott, what's up, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Sean C, what's up, Mike? ABC fam. Okay. Terry the electrician. What's up, Mike? I just got to tell you, brother, that even though I'm several years older than you, you continue to inspire me to level up and stay on top of my game. Oh, appreciate it, man. And once again, thank you, man, for that video you done. I really appreciate that. I do. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, uh, you all, I can't watch anything else on YouTube now. You all the only people who I see that are really doing stuff that's organic, that are building that's building a business that's organic, and I like that. I like that, and y'all the only ones really I see doing that. That's out there that's taking us along. I love when you take us out there to the job site and stuff with you. I love seeing all the stuff you all are doing, fixing stuff, and you just don't get that anywhere else. Just don't get anywhere else but from you all. All right, Terry. So what's up? Green Valley. Even if I work out, I still get sleepy during the day. Yeah. Uh, Today I thought I was gonna have to go take a nap. Honest, I said, man, I'm gonna go back down here to the shop. That air conditioner felt so good. I said, I'm gonna take me a nap. I almost did it. BK from the Rockies. Hey, what's going on, BK? Hey, 89 Dr. Funk. Untamed Kango, what's up? And say howdy, folks. All right. They networking. Okay, Justin Curry. I just turned 30 yesterday. I don't know if I'm part of the 30 and under club or 30 and over club. You 30 and over club. You hey, once you hit 30, it's over with. You all you ain't tricked and done now. Hey, it's over with. You got to let your nephews, your grandkids, or your kids go. You got to let them come back and tell you the stories. You have to live through them now. Okay, yeah. Untamed can't go say subscribe to Terry. Okay. A9 Dr. Funk, Mr. Mechanical. If you are here in the chat, thanks for the GFCI switch on the cord tip. That's what it was. I called my mom's after the chat last week. Okay, there you go. He had a window air conditioner and that little GFCI on the cord. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the thing too. Now, if you I ain't saying you can't have fun. That's my apps are telling just to carry. If you get your business running, you keep making hay for you. And if you want to play, make a six bank account, like Mike said. Yeah, yeah. If you want to have fun and stuff, you have to do it out the profit account. If you what you call if you do it out the profit account, or if you got some vice that you need to get off, you're gonna have to make a sixth account and cut something. If I was gonna cut anything, I cut it out the profit because you don't want to. Uncle Sam don't like you tricking off his money. Um, uh, your business don't like you to trick off his money, and your owner's pay. You don't want to be tricking off your paycheck either. So you instead of getting 10%, you have to maybe get 5% or 7% into your owner into your profit, and the other bit gonna have to go to tricking. Here we go. Terry, brother, you dropping some serious gems right now. There comes a times when a man must put away his childish ways and act as a man should. Become times is not forgiven and it waits for no one. Yeah, it does. It does. You gotta do that because Father Time is coming. It is coming. And the thing about it, I've seen the transition. I've seen it so many times with my grandfather, and my grandfather used to say this all the time when he was in before he went to started to go back and needed full time care. But my grandfather used to say this all the time: once a man, twice a child. And what he was talking about, you only a man for a short period of time, but you're gonna be a child twice, where somebody's gonna have to feed you, somebody's gonna have to take your diaper off, somebody got to give you a bath, and I've seen it happen. Somebody gonna have to treat you just like a child again. I've seen it happen with my grandfather. I've seen it happen with my father. I've seen it happen with my mentors and stuff. I've seen it happen with so many of the men, and it's gonna come. Most of the time, it's gonna come to that. It's gonna come to it. Hopefully, you be one of the ones. Hopefully, everybody watching would be one of the ones that don't come into that. But most of the time, that's the way it comes down to it. Quentin Hodge, hey Mike, hey, how you doing? All right. Kevin knows best. Any more classes coming up? Yeah, we got a class, and let me get the dates again. We got a class next month, July the 9th. We got one August the 13th and September the 17th. And they 3-day classes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Donnie Madden, great information, Mike. Thanks. All right, appreciate it. And like I say, sometimes these videos is not as fun as as the ones where sometimes feel like I'm preaching now. But like I say, I talk about what I'm doing. So I don't really have to come up with no topic. So whatever I'm doing that day, that's what I talk about. And right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually preparing for my retirement, and I'm out here fixing these buildings and stuff. And I'm going back. I gotta get back in the car tomorrow. I gotta do 2 seal system jobs tomorrow. I need to double up. 'Cause I got a lot of stuff I need to do. And like I said, I want to show you all how to do it too. I could easily go and just pull money from my savings and stuff like that. But that wouldn't be fair. And it give people an excuse to say, well, you had cash, you've been doing it for 20 years. You know, if somebody would told me about this 20 years ago, I'd be in the same predicament you're in. I want to show you all that even if you are late to the show, it still can be done. That you, I'm because right now I'm doing this, I'm doing this strictly through appliance repair, and I'm not doing it every day. If I really wanted to kick it on, I'll be in that little car, that van, 5, 6, 7 days a week, catching up. Because you only need about maybe $100 or $200 a day for your family to survive, and you got something that can generate you $500 to $1,000 a day. It don't take much to do this. It doesn't. It doesn't take much to do it. And like I say, you ain't got to do it all in one big swoop. Um, this right here is 5,000 for me to get this done. I pay the 5,000, and then I wait. I have the HVAC guy. I ain't gotta do plumbing down here. I had the HVAC guy come down here and take care of the HVAC, and then I'm done here. And then I'll save up the money to get the plumbing roughed in upstairs, and get everything framed up, and just pay as I go. I'm not in a hurry. As long as I got this bottom part right here done, before the end of December, I'm good. I have this done before the summer's out. In about 2 months, I should have this done. And I'm gonna try to have the apartments and stuff done before the end of the year. And then next year, and then next year and the year after, I'll be finishing up my other houses. All right. What's going on, DCNF? All right. Networking. Hey, what's going on, Greg B? Good to see you. Decent enough. We talk about tricking today. I'm chilling by myself. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is the adult conversation. Justin Curry. What's a good indication to know when I'm ready to move from warranty to COD? You'll know. You will know. You'll be a lot comfortable in your diagnosing. And I think the most of the time, it's not so much this. For me, going from the warranty to COD, it wasn't so much the skill set. It was I was pissed off with the warranty company. It was just I didn't like being on hold for hours and hours. I didn't like the extra paperwork. It was just so much that they were doing that I just didn't like with the warranty companies. I love that I didn't have to do with COD. And I just said, forget it. It won't work it for me anymore. That's normally what happens. Normally, you just get pissed off with all the stuff that comes with doing warranty work, and you just say, "Forget it. I'll just rather do COD." And you have enough COD work to keep you going. Mike, who you gonna pass your business off to? I try to give it to my I try to give the applause business to my nephew a couple of years ago, but evidently he didn't want to take it. Right now, I got 2 daughters that's actually working with me in the appliance business. So one of my daughters just graduated from college. She worked with me behind the scenes, and I got my other daughter just graduated from high school. She's working with me behind the scenes. So hopefully one or two of them might would take it. They keep running from it, but they have to keep coming back. They step out and say they're going to leave, but then something happens and they have to come back. So maybe one or two of them. And I keep praying that the good Lord will see fit to get me a grandson out of this, where I can actually, if I get a grandson, I'll take him and put everything that I know into his head. I have a son, but my son is artistic. He owns the ice cream parlor. So with that, he has the ice cream parlor, and he's able to run that, and that's able. We almost got that now where it's almost automated for him. So he knows it. He knows what he needs to do. We have a manager in there that actually kind of keeps an eye on everything, and my and his sisters and my his mother kind of keeps an eye on the ice cream parlor too. And I try to keep them away from the ice cream parlor and let him kind of just work there on his own, so he can have his own sense of security and his own sense of independence. So my daughter came there this weekend and worked with him just so she can just kind of keep abreast of what's going on if she needed to step in. But my daughters mainly work with the appliance business. They do stuff with appliance boot camp. They do stuff with Costco. So they do that, and they're starting to look at the real estate a little bit with me too. So so one of them are going to take it, or like I said, I got a nephew who could take it. BK from the Rockies. Mike, the harsh videos present folks with truths that prepare us to face reality. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's Terry asking, I guess, Justin Curry about applying skills. Yeah. Okay, DCNF. I love CODs. I also picked up some this. Yeah, once you start doing those CODs, it's hard to get back into doing the warranties. Yeah. Yeah, that COD money really hit different from warranty company. Yes, it does. It does. Hey, how you doing, Moon Goodness? Goddess 777. All right, good to see you. There you go. There you go, Greg B. I'll agree. Warranty companies will work your nerves. You eventually be like, I don't care if they send me something or not. Once you start getting COD money, you're not trying to wait on the money no more. Yep, that's exactly what normally happens. Normally, that's what happens. It get to a point where the warranty companies, you just say they not worth the headache. You say, man, I'm gone. I'm not going to be on the phone no hour. I don't. That's just not going to deal with the paperwork that comes with the warranty company. I go do the COD, get my money and go. And you don't need as much COD. COD you can do 3 stops and be good, be really good. Moon God is 777. Wow, you have a whole empire, my role model. Nah, I have a lot of moving. There's a lot of moving parts. It's not no empire like no Donald Trump or nothing like that. But matter of fact, it's not really a lot of moving parts. It's very simple stuff that I've done, and I actually followed my mentors and saw what they were doing, and they warned me, and I just listened to what they said, and I just followed their blueprint, and I saw the life that they're living, and I wanted to live that life, and it's funny how I'm actually starting to catch up and get into the same realms as some of my mentors. Some of the uh, organizations and some of the places that they're at, I'm starting to pop up in there now. Some of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm finding that I'm doing it right beside them. Some stuff, even with my mentors, it's crazy. Some of my mentors have came and asked me advice about some stuff that I'm doing, or some stuff they're thinking about doing, and that's when it really means a lot. When you get to a point where you and your mentor can actually become peers, and it's not so much of a teaching, it's more of a collaboration or more of exchanging of ideas. And I do that a lot with. It's funny how many people came to Appliance Boot Camp that it's not so much teaching that we are now really friends and peers, and we talk about stuff uh, uh, about everything. It was funny. Slick came up this weekend, and he was talking to some of the town leaders, and for Slick to be talking to the town leaders and stuff, and he's having the same conversations with the town leaders and stuff as I'm having, and he commands the same amount. They give him the same amount of respect because he's doing the same thing. The conversations and what he's talking about, they recognize it and they have the same conversation. Their conversation about building infrastructure is crazy. It's crazy, when you start off. When I remember when I first thought about politics and stuff, you're thinking about no justice, no peace. That's what you constantly thinking about, that type of stuff. No justice, no peace, and you want you know you think about all the social stuff that's going on. But then when you get to a point where you really have some somewhat of authority, power. That stuff you don't really think about it no more. You're thinking more about you thinking more about uh, the advancements of the city, the advancements of society. You're talking more about they're talking more about the sewer systems, water systems, infrastructure. How you plan to? The Slick was trying to get the information of how the city plans around what infrastructure and stuff is going to be done where. And I know where Slick was going because he wants to get in front of where the infrastructure is going so he can go buy that land and stuff and hear the politicians telling him how to maneuver around that in his city. It was really good to sit there and listen to that conversation. And then also, one of the politicians was an he financial advisor, and to hear them talking finances and stuff, and all that, it was good to see that conversation, and to know that that's one of your friends, and they having that's the stuff that they're talking about, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I'll read a little bit more, then I'm getting out of here. Uh, okay. Mr. Mechanical. Mike, you have the game plan. Keep business in the family. That's generational wealth. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Cause I spent a lot of y'all see me here now. I spent a lot of nights and a lot of time and a lot of money building this thing up. To just let it to not have anybody pass it on to. That would really drive me crazy. I ain't have anybody to pass this stuff along to. Now, as far as the appliance repair and all that, I see that with all of you all. All of you all are doing. So I'm really good with the appliance repair. Um, I don't know if any of my kids will actually take on the service part of it. Um, but the real estate part and all the other stuff that we're doing, yes, they definitely will take on that part. Now the service part, that's something that they might not do. Salute to Grandmaster Mike and ABC fan. Hey, you doing Shimano Fire Line? Okay, and that's the thing too. Appliance repair. I love appliance repair, and it's what built all of this. The whole foundation is built on appliance repair. But I didn't ever build my appliance repair business up to be somebody with 20 or 30 technicians and made that as my retirement and keep that business going. You can easily do that, and a lot of people do it, but that just wasn't what I wanted. I liked it the way it is now, where I have just a couple of subs. It's real small. I keep my hands around it, and it generates enough cash for me to come out here and do what I really want to do. What I really want to do is what I'm doing right here, buying this real estate, renovating it, and stuff like that, and putting other little small businesses around. And that's what I use the appliance repair for. I just use the appliance repair like a hammer. That's all. My appliance repair is a tool to go out and get the cash to do the other stuff. Terry the electrician, Mike, you and Slick having some real big boy conversation up there in them Carolina streets. Yeah, it's crazy to see that happen. People when the people come around and you're those are conversations that you're having about you strategizing about strategizing about how to make your next move and all that stuff, and creating generational wealth and all that. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Moon Goddess 777. Okay, took your course. It actually works. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you take the course, I do it every day. So that I know works because this is what I do every day. It's not something that I read in no book. Um, it's now 8:50. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I've been swinging this, busting through rocks and doing everything all day, toting dirt, and I'm ready to go home and take a shower. I'm tired. I'm hot and sweaty. It's almost 100 degrees down here today, so I'm ready to get out of here. Like I say, this Wednesday I won't be available to actually answer the phone. I got to take a crash course to go take this electrical contractor test in Oklahoma. But if you haven't already, click in the description and go out and buy the course, Appliance Bootcamp. Not only do you get the Appliance Bootcamp, but you get the drive-in cleaning business, you get the garage door business, the blender business, you get the appliance repair business. You'll get the actual ice cream parlor business that'll be coming out next week. You'll be getting the actual the mobile concession business. I'm putting together my mobile concession truck right now. We have a lot more events starting to open up. We're going to start taking that popcorn, cotton candy, and ice cream out to events. So you get that business also. And then in the next year sometime, when I get ready turn on my real estate, I got to make sure this works. So I don't know if it works yet, but next year uh, this will be coming. How you get to real estate and how you pay cash for it. I pay cash for these buildings. I use the appliance repair money to pay cash for it. I use the appliance repair money to repair. The skills I learned through appliance repair, this allowed me to be able to do all of this because you give you the confidence that you can do it and you learn how to work with your hands. You learn how to use tools. You're not afraid to conquer anything after that. So you'll get my real estate business next year and anything else I go forward from there, you'll get it. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll be talking to you all later.